Good afternoon. Let's have a review of last evening's entertainment, shall we? Welcome to Rearguard Wrexham. My name is Steve Jones. Welcome. Right, last evening after Stoke Kairas, Birmingham City rocked up in the EFL Sky Bet Championship in what the press have furiously described the Hollywood Derby. Silly title for me, but there we are. Just the one change for Wrexham in this one. Lewis Brunt dropping to the bench and Carl Burton coming in. Bit of a rotten night with wind and rain and everything else, but it was still a reasonable game of football in the first half. I think we dominated the most of the first half. Issa Kabore doing very well, thank you very much. Looks a real talent. George Dobson was George Dobson, he was just everywhere. Ben Sheaf doing all the dirty work, really good. Dom Hyam impressed again, marshalling his defences. But on the whole, it was a very good first half performance, topped off when from a corner Max headed goalwards with Dobbo getting the final touch for his first league home goal. Source BBC, I'll need to check on that one. 1-0 at half time, happy days. Half time came and went, and this is when it all started going slightly west. Jay Stansfield scoring on 46 minutes. And once again we carved open straight through the middle of a very static looking back line, which is something we really have got to look at now. We're conceding far too many goals through the middle of the defence. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm sure it will be looked at. I think we can honestly say Birmingham had the lion's share of the second half. We were pretty woeful, pretty toothless. Every time we got the ball, it was just a lump forward, just for it to come straight back at you. Kiefer wasn't having his best night. I think I would have changed him a little earlier personally. Brought Nathan on possibly to have a spell with Josh for a while, see how that worked, and then swapping Josh out for Sam Smith, something like that. Anyway, I'm not the gaffers up there. Second half fizzled out. We were under the cosh for the best part of the second half. So really, is the draw a fair result? Yes, maybe. Being hypercritical, another one we should have converted in the first half. Lewis was through. You could say it was a good save from the keeper, but also 1-1, you should be finishing. It's okay, it was 1-1. Let's address the elephant in the room. That idiot that was in the middle last night. How Madley is still a referee at any level is beyond me. The man's incompetence is just unbelievable. You can tell why he got sacked from the Premier League. He's bloody awful. Both ways. I'm not talking about just us. Some of his decisions, I feel like I'm doing this all over again because I did it with the same last time with Neil. But this is supposed to be an ex-Premier League referee with experience. The man is just incompetent. Two of the most blatant handballs you'll ever see our way. I was behind the dugout on the Wrexham side of the dugout, and I could see clearly those were two handballs, and that buffoon is metres away and he couldn't see it, didn't want to see it, whatever you want to call it. There was the assault on Issa Kabore in the first half. In rugby it's called crossing, and it's a straight yellow card, and he just waved it on. We were getting hacked, work play on. He gave us absolutely nothing in that first half, and it didn't improve in the second. PGMOL, get a grip to these referees. They are useless, and it's going to be a bit of a stingy subject this, but I would say they're biased. I am sure we do not get decisions because we're a Welsh club playing in an English league. There you go, I've said it, but I believe it. It was said to me by a late departed player in the 80s, and I thought, nah, you're not right. But the late Jeff Hunter, God rest his soul, said to us in the LPA box years ago, he was convinced that Wrexham don't get decisions because they're a Welsh club. And the years I've been watching, and last night convinced me even more it's true. It's just getting beyond a joke now, it really is. That's that one. Where do we go from here? Into an international break. Hopefully we're going to see Ollie Rathbone get a practice game in during the international break, so it'll be good to see him back out on the grass. And hopefully Andy Cannon will be with us back end of the year, possibly looking into January. Which brings me on to, if you've not caught it already, catch up with the Wrexham podcast. What I can gather, it's a Ben Foster cycling GK production with him and Ben Tozer. They've done 2 interviews posted so far, one with Wayne Jones, landowner of the turf, and one with injured midfield man Andy Cannon. Gives a brilliant insight into the life of the injured player out long term. It's well worth a watch. 2 very good interviews. I hope the standard carries on. Catch that up, the Wrexham podcast. Good to see the cops starting to see some digger action. If you haven't seen it, another heartless push for Wrexham fans on. Tom's doing some good work keeping up with the action on the cop progress, and again, if you haven't seen it before, well worth a watch. Right, I'm off to do other things. I'm off my soapbox on referees. It's getting to be a bit of a regular thing, but sometimes these things need to be said. So have the remainder of a good weekend and enjoy it, and at some point, or done something, I'll maybe see you later.